Well, with me now, AFC Wimbledon assistant manager Terry Skiverton. Terry, it's been an improvement this season. All things considered, though, are you going to be happy with where potentially we could finish up in the table?
No, not really, because I think the carrot was there for us long enough, and we didn't quite step up to the plate in the games where we needed to. But I think when you actually do look back, and it's hard to when you've still got a game to go. There's been some real highlights for us, but we've got to finish this off. I think a week afterwards we can reflect and really sort of find out what went well, what we can improve on, and what we need to take forward with us. But I think minds are really focused on the game tomorrow and making sure that we are we're up for it, because we've started the last couple of games and it took us a while to get in the game, and then the game's been away from us and it's been too little too late. So we really want to put a good performance on for our home supporters and send them off happy.
Absolutely, and of course, like Swindon Town and Tranmere Rovers against us, we've now got a role to play in who's going to be involved in the playoffs in terms of Walsall.
That's right, yeah. Teams need to lose by a certain amount of goals and they've got to win. So they're going to come to us with a possibility that's still in their equation of trying to get into them playoffs. And we've got to concentrate on what we're doing. As we said, we want to finish this season off in a real good positive vein, and we don't want to be doing that presentation afterwards in with the supporters on the back of a defeat. So we've been talking about the way we start the game and the way that we're going to try and get the crowd going. And obviously Walsall will be doing the same because they've got to come out. So it's got the makings for a good game, and it's always nice where it's not two teams with nothing to play for and they're just going to see the day out. It's there's still a lot of things for us to play for and a lot of things that they've got to go for as well.
And of course, it's been so tight in that battle for the playoff places. We were hoping it was going to be us who was going to get on a late surge, but it's incredible what Doncaster have done.
That's right, and it just shows you, if you get that momentum and you get that that continuity within your team and within your squad, and you hit that bit of form. We sort of managed to do our one a little bit earlier and we sort of tailed off towards the end. But fair play to them, and credit to Grant who's done a fantastic job. And there's still a lot to play for.
You must be pleased for your colleagues as well at the club. I mean, Simon Clark, who helped us, the under-18s, of course, to get that runners-up spot, and then of course for the women as well, Kevin Foster.
I just think it's so positive for the whole football club. It's not. I think one thing you do realise with football now, it is multifaceted, and the women have done fantastic this year, and they were really close knocking on the door last year, and we've all been sort of passing on our congratulations for emails and things alike, and the youth team, because they're so close with us, we see them most days, and Clarkie's done a fantastic job along with Michael Hamilton, and of course we've got Jack as well, that have all been working hard behind the scenes to produce the next Ayuba Sale, next Jack Curry, the next Isaac Ogundir, the Husbyler. So bringing the next lot through, you can see with big Aaron Sassu as well. The future's bright, but we need to make sure that we're intermingling the future with the present. We've got to win games, and we've got to get ourselves up to that, that top 7. And we're going to get this game out of the way, but there'll be a lot of market trading to bring in the best players we can to make sure that we be pushing next year.
In terms of the team for tomorrow, I mean, the gaffer said previously that with young players they have to earn a start, they have to earn the shirt to be there. Could we potentially see any of the youngsters out there tomorrow?
I don't think we'll be seeing any of the young ones tomorrow. So because I still think, and the gaffer still thinks that there's more legs in us for performance, and we've still got a lot of young ones that have played 20-30 games for us this year. So I think the squad's a squad, and we need to make sure that we're all playing, we're fighting, and as you can see from these last few days in training, they're still blocking, running, fighting and tackling even in training. So we want to take that momentum into the game tomorrow.
Of course, it could be the final appearance of a number of players who've been on loan for us for this season as well. I mean, potentially, could we see perhaps some of them back here next season?
It's always a tough one to answer now, because you've got to deal with the clubs, you've got to deal with agents, and I know a lot of agents, and I've dealt with a lot of loans, and once they do a loan at your level, they're always rushing to get at the next level. So we're in contact with all the people, and we're ahead of the game because people have been in the building. But for us, it's, as I said before, I know it's a bit of a boring one, but we get through tomorrow, and then we'll start to really, targets have been identified, from players that are here and players that are not with us. And it's going to be a big job this summer, you know, with Craig Cope, the gaffer, with Mick, with Thorny, you know, myself, the staff. We've got to do a real big recruitment push because we need to move this forward now, because the club's come a long way and we've got ourselves close, but we want to give the supporters more. And next year it's really important that you know, that we get a real good squad that the supporters can be proud of.
Absolutely. And of course, as well as the recruitment, it'll be an opportunity for perhaps a few young players to earn a first pro deal, and there'll be ones that will be released as well, and we'll do our best to try and help them as well where they go next.
Yeah, I think, again, Michael, they do a great job with the players. Don't get contracts here. They've got real good exit plans and pathways for them to go to other clubs with everything in the division. We've even had players that have been released that have got to higher levels and joined different academies. The club's really good for that, and they do look after their players because a lot of the players have been here since 8 and 9 years of age. So they're really good with that, and also, you know, the ones that will get pros, they've already seen what it takes. They know what the squad looks like. They know what the coaching looks like, and it'll be an exciting time for them. So, moving forward, the club's in a bright place, in a bright state, and you know, from the supporters to the finances to everything with the cup runs, and you know, with players going elsewhere, the club's in a really good position, and it's in a really strong position when you look around the leagues and the levels and clubs that are being deducted points and running out of money. Wimbledon's a really, really good club to be at, and we're in a really good position to move forward.
That's good to hear. And of course, turning to team news for tomorrow as well, Ryan McLean, I've seen him out there. I'm hearing it's an ACL injury.
Yeah, Ryan's going to be out for the foreseeable future. It was so unfortunate because he actually started the game really brightly against Tranmere. He was our one bright spark for the start of the game, and yeah, to come off so early and to have such a serious injury, it's a blow for the lad. But you know, we spoke to him over the last few days, and as he said, he's in today, he'll be here at the game tomorrow. He's a bright boy. He looks after himself. He's been a great character around the changing room. Real low maintenance, but high levels of performance, and great teammate. And the lads will get around him, medical staff, Bob, everybody will get around him, and you know, we'll get him back fit, and he'll be, you know, he's got a future with his football club, definitely. Good.
Have we got any updates on Alex Bass, Armani Little, and James Tilley?
Yes. None of them will be involved tomorrow.
Right. Okay. That's a shame. But from one sort of interesting perspective as well, could be possibly a landmark 500th appearance in his career for Harry Pell, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. He's got for the last few days of training. I think you'd have seen him today. He slicked his hair back and put it in a ponytail like David Beckham. But today's training, he was more like Harry Peckham, to be honest with you. No, he's trained really well the last few days, and yeah, it'll be a landmark for him if selected. But he's been another great team member that upsets the opposition and really clever, and you know, like all of them, they're all a great bunch of lads, and we want to finish on a positive tomorrow. So for us, it's, you know, we've got some really good characters, and you know, we want to finish. We don't want it to be a damp squib tomorrow, so we're going all guns blazing. We're going to come out and put the best performance that we can on, and make sure that the supporters have got something to really get behind.
Terry, thanks for your time this season. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No problems, Rob.